to the idea of polarization, the only points you need to understand about this concept is the meaning of polarization. What does it mean? How are we able to polarize light? What formula can be used to calculate intensity of light will be transmitted from the filter or polarizer? So as we have explained before, we know that the light wave is a combination of electric and magnetic field. These fields are moving in different directions perpendicular to the direction of wave propagation. Once it passes through a filter, this unpolarized light will be polarized, which means just electric field will be able to pass through the filter, which means 50% of the original intensity will be reduced. Mainly here, going to these questions, we need to understand this symbol shows unpolarized light. When it passes through filter 1, we call it polarizer. Filter 2, we call it analyzer. The amount or the intensity of light will be transmitted through the polarized axis. It depends on the orientation between filter 1 and filter 2, which is polarizer and analyzer. As they are perpendicular to each other, which this means the intensity will be transmitted as 0%, or we can describe it in different way, that intensity will be blocked as 100%. So in this question, if the axes of two filters are perpendicular to each other, how much the light is blocked? So 100% will be blocked, 0% will be transmitted. Now, next question. This talks about, it's a calculation. Mainly we use this formula, which is I is equal to I node cosine square theta. I is intensity will be transmitted. I node is original intensity, and theta the angle between filters. A beam of a polarized light of intensity I node, we don't have numbers, it's just I node, passes through a sheet of ideal polarizing material. The polarization axis of the beam and transmission axis of sheet is differ by 30. So this is our angle. What fraction of the original light intensity is emerging from the sheet? So mainly we know that intensity transmitted is equal to original intensity cosine square theta. We don't have numbers, we need to calculate this. Original intensity, keep it as it is. Now cosine squared, our angle is theta. How to enter this? Using the calculator. First cosine 30, then square your answer to get I is 0.75 from the original, which can be written as either 0.75 or, because the question asks about fraction, so write it as 3/4 of the original. Now, at what angle relative to previous polarizing sheet must an additional polarizer be placed completely will be blocked? It has to be at angle of 90. These are the main points you need to understand about the idea of polarization.